Yes, now today we are to finish with tabulation part. So, all of you tried with the homework questions? Now, some textbooks which may be old published. Illustration 20 and 21 I gave in homework. Some textbooks which are old published. In illustration 20 there is a misprinting. New publications don't have that mistake. So, listen carefully. Very first page of your textbook at the top, before statistics name of the subject, one date is given. What is that date? 1/3/2016. Page number, next page, immediately back side. At the bottom, what is the first edition mentioned? Where is it mentioned? 2017? It is mentioned? Where is it reprint 2017 not mentioned? In which book reprint 2017 is not mentioned? In which books it is not mentioned? Stand up. Don't worry, I am not going to punish you. 3 books. Take out illustration 20 and make some corrections. Old books have mistakes. Old books have mistakes. Give me that illustration 20. We'll make that correction, then we'll proceed further. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth line. Those 3 who are standing, fourth line. In your books, is it mentioned 10 female tunes are married? Make it unmarried. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth line. Make it 10 female tunes are unmarried. Fourth line. Make the correction. One more thing. Last sentence. In your books, it's not mentioned. In last sentence, write down one more sentence. All male managers are married. This sentence is not printed there. Write it down. All male managers are married. Write down this sentence. Okay, there is a correction to be done. Those who have these mistakes, you might probably not be able to understand the answer because of these 2 misprintings. So try that once again. Okay? Now, 2 questions I am taking up in the class and we finished with the chapter. So page number 63, question number 8. Page number 63, question number 8. Did you take it out, everyone? Yes. Rima, have a glimpse of it. Which is the first attribute? Others will keep silence. Page 63, question 8. Have a glimpse of it and tell me which is the first attribute. Others will not speak in between. Is first attribute directly the gender? Bhavya? No. Purvi? Sorry, Drashti. Years. Do you find year 2013 first of all? Further in the question, do you find 2014? Further in the question, do you find 2015? And then that year 2013, 14, 15? First attribute is years, and listen carefully and repeat. Years will not have total. Okay, remember this throughout the chapter. Whenever we write years, we'll write 2013, 2014, 2015, but we'll not write total. Years will not have total. Any confusion so far? All okay with this? Then, Khushbu. Which is the second attribute you find? Students is never an attribute. Means what is the attribute? Students, then students, non-students. Gender. All of you underline girls and boys. Means second attribute is gender. We'll make 3 columns. Boys, girls, total. Can I put one more attribute? Hostel wala. Correct. Hostel, resident, non-resident and total. So 3 attributes are years, gender, hostel. Some are residing in hostel, some are not residing in hostel. Understood that? So in exams, never waste your time in reading the whole question. Just have a glimpse of it and try to find out which attributes are there. You can very easily do it. Any confusion in that? So years will write in the rows. Years 2013, 14, 15 total. Gender will write it in the columns. Boys, girls and total. And hostel will write in the sub columns. Resident, non-resident and totals. Raise your hand who is not clear with this. All are clear with it? So heading we will give right now. Table showing yes, what is the first attribute? So what will you write? Year wise, comma, gender wise, and hostel wise. Classification of students of a school. Any confusion in this? Now, very first years we will write in rows. In that you will have 2013, 2014, 2015 and no totals. Years will not have the totals. Then here you will have gender, boys, girls, total. And then you will have hostel, resident, non-resident and total. If you use any short form, we'll mention it below as a note that R stands for resident, NR stands for non-resident, T stands for total. Raise your hand who did not understand this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In year 2013, there were 1200 students studying in a school. Vanchita, where will you write 1200? There is no grand total in this question. What grand total? Below the years we have not made any total only. Every time the first information will not come in grand total only. Am I? Total boys, where? But here. Means 2013. Ramati? Final total of 2013. Where is it mentioned they are boys? Read the sentence. Vanchita, in the year 2013, there were 1200 students, not boys. There were 1200 students studying in a school. So 2013's total is 1200. Understood this, everyone? Further, 400 were girls. Adarshi? Yes, out of 1200, see here, 400 are girls. Any confusion in that? Rima, what else can we get? Did you try the homework? And now you are doing it the homework, we are copying everything. So simple things you are not able to answer. Richa? What is the problem, Rima? Total 1200 students are there, 400 are girls, so remaining 800 are boys. Is it so difficult? Be alert and attentive, okay? I'll ask you again. You must be able to answer now. 1200 minus 400 girls, so 800 are boys. Raise your hand who is not clear with 800. Not clear with 800? Total 1200 students are there. 400 are girls, so remaining 800 are boys. 1200 minus 400, 800 are boys. Did you understand this? Anyone else who is not clear with this, raise your hand. Next. 50 girls were not, don't talk in between. Shiv and me. 50 girls were not residing in hostel. Ruchika? Girls enough. 50 girls were not residing in hostel, so girls enough. Did you understand this? Rima, what else can we obtain?
400 minus 50.
Correct. Out of 450 non-resident, 400 minus 50, 350 resident. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Kajal, you are clear with this? Further, in all, 600 boys were residing in hostel. Akshay?
Sir, in the boys residing college.
Yes, 600 boys were residing, so boys are 600. In all, 600 boys were residing in hostel. Understood that? Yes, Kajal? 800 minus 600, 200. Any confusion so far? Me? What else can you obtain? Me, Karaman? Me? What else can you obtain? How will you get that?
800
Yes, be attentive everyone.
600 plus
600 boys resident, 350 girls resident, so 600 plus 350, 950 total resident. 600 plus 350, 950 total resident. Any doubt in this? All are clear up there here? And Bhavya? No. Bhakti? No. Bhakti? No.
200 minus 50.
Either you can say 200 boys non-resident, 50 girls non-resident, so 200 plus 50, 250. Or we can say 1200 minus 950, that is also 250. Raise your hand who is not clear with any figure of 2013. All are clear with this? If you go systematically, it is not difficult. With every one figure, you must be able to obtain two figures, at least two. If you go with that principle systematically, generally you will not have problem. Okay, next sentence. In the year 2014, there is an increase of 20% in the number of boys. Now understand the concept first. Put your pens down. In the year 2014, there is an increase of 20% in the number of boys. See, in 2013, there are 800 boys. In 2014, there is an increase of 20% in the number of boys. Do 800 into 20%. So can I say that 160 is the increase in number of boys? Means 800 plus 160, now the number of boys will be 960. Now, do it as I am saying. 800 into 20%. What do you get? But that is an increase. This plus n equals to 960. Understood that? Now, one more ultra shortcut. Do it 800 plus 20%. Directly 960. Understood that everyone? Do it one more time. 800 plus 20%. 960. When it is written increase, then directly in calculator plus. Whenever they say increase, then directly in calculator do plus. Whenever they say decrease. Whenever in question they say decrease, then directly in calculator do minus. Any confusion in that? So 800 plus 20% means 960 we will write in the column of total boys. Any doubt up there here? Further, in year 2014 there is an increase in 20% in the number of boys and the number of girls increased, and then again the word increased by 30%. Dhruvi, how will we do? Do it. Silence everyone. Four 400 plus 30%, do you all get 520? Do you have the calculator? Right? 8 times. Yes, did you all understand this 520? 400 plus 30%, 520. Any confusion up till here? Shreyas, what else can you obtain? Total, be attentive here. 960 plus 520, 1480. Check it everyone. Raise your hand who is not clear with 1480. All are clear up till here? Further. During this year, 260 boys and 100 girls were not residing in hostel. Drashti, where will you write 260?
Sir, in 2014 boys and unborn.
Yes, 2014 boys, 260 not residing in hostel. Raise your hand who did not understand this. All are clear with it? And Rodriguez, where will we write 100?
960 minus 260.
Where will we write 100? I am asking you.
Non-deciding boys.
Correct. Understood this information, everyone? During the year, 260 boys were not residing in hostel and 100 girls were not residing in hostel. Raise your hand who is not clear with this. Urvi, what else can we obtain?
Sir, we write 700.
Correct. 960 minus 260 non-resident, so 700 are resident. Any doubt with this? Then, Arshif, what else can we obtain? 520 minus 100 non-residents, so 420 are resident. Any confusion in this? Chakre, what else can we obtain?
2014 residential 1120.
Yes, be remembered, 700 plus 420 will be 1120. Boys resident 700, girls resident 420, so 700 plus 420, 1120. For those, what else? How do you get that?
140 minus 1100.
Yes, either you can say 1480 minus 1120, or you can say 260 plus 100, 360, or 1480 minus 1120, 360. Raise your hand who is not clear with any of the informations. Further, in the year 2015, raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Shall I read it further? Be attentive. In the year 2015, 140 boys and 100 girls were newly admitted. Raise your hand, what does it mean? They were newly admitted in the school. Raise your hand, what does it mean? Rima? Yes? New admissions, but in the table, what does it indicate? I am asking. Newly admitted, I also understand new admissions. In the table, what does it indicate? I want to know. Manish?
Sir, total of 2014 plus newly.
Yes, newly admitted means again increase. Newly admitted means again there is an increase. Okay, how many boys are newly admitted? 140. See here, in 2014 there were 960 boys. Newly admitted means again increase. Do 960 plus 140, 1100. Raise your hand who did not understand why did we add 140. Okay, newly admitted means the number of boys have increased. Yes? 960 are in 2014. So 960 plus 140 new boys. So 1100. Same way, how many new girls are admitted? So 520 plus 100, 620. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone having any confusion up till here? Yes? Who is it? Yes?
960
New admissions. 2014 there were 960 boys. 140 are new admissions. Means in 2015 what will be the number of boys now? 960 plus 140, 1100. New admissions means the number of people in the school are increasing. Understood that? Same way 520 girls were there last year plus 100 are new admissions, so 620. Patel and Nisar, I'm doing it on the board. Why are you doing it in advance? Did you understand this? Anyone else who is not clear, why do you have to add? So new admissions means increase only. Okay? Further, Satvik, what else can we obtain?
Sir, total.
Yes, 1100 plus 620, 1720. Okay, obtain all the figures, then only read it further. Further, for 140 boys and 100 girls were newly admitted in the school, and all of them resided with the hostel students. And then all of them resided. Means all are added in residents only. Like how many new boys are admitted? Listen everyone, how many new boys are admitted? 140. All are residing in hostel. Means residents will become 700 plus 140, 840. All are resided in hostel. Means all 140 are going in hostel only. So last year 700 hostelites were there. Now they'll become plus 140, 840. Any doubt in this? Same way, how many girls are newly admitted? All resided in hostel. So 420 plus 100, 520. Any doubts in this? Vanshita, what else can be obtained? In your calculator, don't see what she is doing. So many questions they are doing, still you don't understand how to obtain the remaining figures. Yes? How do you get that? Yes, correct, very good. 1100 minus 840, 260 are non-residency. One more logic. All the new boys have decided in hostel, so non-residents will remain same only. All the new boys and girls have decided in hostel, so non-residents will remain same only. Here also see 620 minus 520. Do they remain same or not? Understood this, everyone? Any confusion in that? Kushbu, what else?
So 840 plus 520.
840 plus 520, 1360. 260 plus 100. See, this also remains same on 1720 minus 1360 also 360. So, did all of you understand this table? Any confusion in that? Now, I told you yesterday one of the illustrations I'll be doing in class because it's of a different kind, not there in exercise at all. So, look at illustration 22, page 41. Illustration 22, page 41. Cover the solution below. I don't want you to see the solution, otherwise you'll not be able to tell me the things correctly. Means I want your common sense to be used. Okay? So cover the solution. Be admitted, I'm reading the whole question and I'll ask you the attributes. Please don't see the solution. If you tell me the correct answer means you have seen the solution. Yes, so don't see the solution. That is 100% sure. 80 members participated in a picnic organized by a school and the average contribution was rupees 300 as expenditure. There were 60 students and each of them contributed rupees 325. Teachers contributed little more for the picnic. There was a support staff of 10 males and contributions was not collected from them. 20% of those participated in picnic were females and 2 of them were teachers. Represent the data in the table. Do you all cover the solution?
Yes.
So, Harmeet, what are the 3 attributes?
Participant category.
Participants.
uh,
But what participants we will write in rows? Suppose we write participants, what all?
here.
What all things?
Metro.
Yes. But in participants, what is the first thing we'll write in the row?
80.
Himanshu?
Teachers, students, and
Teachers, students, staff, total. Harmeet, second attribute in columns? Gender. What will you write as gender? Male, female, total. Third attribute? Roman?
Only 2 attributes. Only 2 attributes.
Only 2 attributes. No, raise your hand. What is the third attribute? Kiran? Contribution. So what will you write in sub-columns? Silence. So students coming. Contribution attribute, what will you write in sub-columns? Rima? So what about the contribution? Nisar? More, less, total. How will you define more and less? Manish?
Sir, contribution 300 and 325.
Means I write 300, 325. Drashti?
Did they contribute or not and total?
Means contribution, no contribution, total. Now, listen everyone. Be attentive. Attributes are 2 only. Participants and gender. Contribution is not a qualitative data. It's a quantitative data. Like participants, we have teachers. Contribution, you have 300, 325. So it's not a qualitative data, it's a quantitative data. There is an additional information which we have to represent in the data, in the table. So tell me, is the contribution dependent on participant or gender? Participant, like students are contributing, teachers are contributing, 325. So contribution is depending on the participants. So against the participants, we will write extra information on the right side of the table. Contribution per head and total contribution. Can contribution be based on gender also, boys and girls? Or it will be on the basis of participants only? No, it can be boys and girls also. Navratri, what happens? Boys pay 3,000, girls pay 500, that too refundable. Is it or not? So contribution can be gender wise also. If it is gender wise, then where will you write it? Below the table. Then we'll write below the table. For boys, what is the contribution per head? And total. Here contribution is varying on the basis of participants, so we write it right side. If contribution is varying on the basis of gender, then you write it below the table. Understood that? So understand the structure of the table first. Be attentive, then you'll note it down. First of all, which illustration is this? First of all, there are only 2 attributes. One is participants and gender. Here we have teachers, students, staff, total. Any doubt with this? In gender we have male, female, total. And please silence. Extra information what we will give in the table is what is the contribution per head of teachers, students, staff, and therefore what is the total contribution of all the three. In case if contribution was on the basis of male and female, then you would have written here contribution per head and total contribution. Is everyone clear with it? If it was given that males are contributing 325 and females are contributing 300, then these two things where we would have written below the table. Okay, so you will see in the question, this is an extra information. It is not qualitative data, it is quantitative. In this question, this data is on the basis of participants, so we write along with that, right side. If it was on the basis of gender, then we would write below the table. Any confusions in this? So, give the heading, table showing participant wise and gender wise classification of participants or members, rather we can write members of picnic along with their contribution. Got it, everyone? Any confusion with the structure of this table? That's the reason I'm doing the illustration in the class. It's totally different. In exercise, we don't have any such question where there are two attributes plus extra information of contribution. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Period. 80 members participated in a picnic, silence, organized by a school, and the average contribution was 300 as expenditure. Listen, where will we write 80? Where will we write 80? It's a very simple question. Even if you attend the previous question, you will be able to answer. Bhavya? 80 people participated in the picnic grand total. Understood that? Is that? And Nikhil, 300 is their expenditure contribution. Where will we write? Yes sir, but where will we write? Your fingers, where is it?
Right or last?
Which one last?
Total contribution.
Means here. Totally here. Average 300 expenditure, is it per person or all the 80 people? Per person. All 80 people means who will take you picnic in 4 rupees? Is it or not? 300 is contribution per head. Anyone having any doubt in this? No, I will also not take, please. 4 rupees? Okay, silence. Coming back to this. Yes, be attended. Contribution part, we are writing it, but leave it aside. I'll explain you after the main attributes table is over. What is the relevance of contribution? I'll explain you later on. Any confusion so far? 80 people participated in the picnic and their expenditure is 300, means per head contribution is 300. Further, there were 60 students. Are we? 60.
60 students. In total.
Don't see the solution.
Total.
Close your textbook and keep it in the back.
Total.
60 students in the total. Is it so difficult that you have to see the solution and answer it to me? No one should be looking at the solution strictly. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
That's the reason I generally do exercise questions in the class. Okay, but there is no similar exercise question. Further, there were 60 students and each of them contributed rupees 325 million. Don't point the fingers, tell me where I put it, 325. There were 60 students and each of them contributed 325. Each of them. Here.
Sir, that or that.
Per head, each of them means per head. Right now, don't worry why 325 and total is only 300. Don't worry right now. I'll explain you that later on. As I said, contribution part I'll explain you later on. But it's not wrong, it is correct. Okay? Further. Teachers contributed little more for the picnic. Keep it blank. How much more is not given. But one thing is sure, that teachers' contribution amount will come more than 325. Teachers contributed little more for the picnic means whenever we solve it, teachers' contribution will come more than 325. But keep it pending. Okay, Vanshida be added. Further, I can make out that you are not. There was a support staff of 10 males. Shlok. Total of males.
Sir.
Staff males. There was a support staff of 10 males. And there are no females, so total 10 only. There was a support staff of 10 males and no females are mentioned, means there are males only. Understood that? Any confusion so far? Further. And contribution was not collected from them, so 0, nil. Coming to that. Okay, contribution was not collected from them, so here for 10 staff people the contribution is 0. Understood that? Any confusion so far? Now, Rekha, what else can we obtain before we read it further?
60 minus 7.
Correct. 80 minus 60 minus 10, that is 10 again. 80 minus 70 again 10. Any doubt in that? Raise your hand who did not understand this 10. Okay, contribution part leave it aside. Don't do 300 minus 325 minus 25. Don't do that. It's not that teachers are paying minus 25 means taking. Nothing like that. So don't apply that logic. I'll explain you that logic later on. Okay? But here we can do 80 minus 70. Any confusion so far? Further. 20% of those participated in picnic were females. Mayur? Females. %20 of those participated in picnic were females. Your calculator is not there? Tell me. So much time? Where will I write? Total females. So now 20% participated in the picnic were females. So all of you did that 80 into 20%. 16 are total females. Any confusion in this? Yes sir, what else can we obtain? 80 minus 16, 64 are males. Any confusion in that? Read it further. 20% of those participated in picnic were females and 2 of them were teachers. Riya?
Female teachers.
Yes, female teachers are 2. Any doubt in this? All are clear up till here? Grishma, what else can we obtain?
Sir.
Male teachers 10 minus 2, 8. Out of 10, 2 are female. Bhavya?
Sir, 16 minus 2 students.
16 minus 2, 14 female are students. Any confusion in that? And Amit?
60 minus 14.
60 minus 14, 46, or you can also do 64 minus 8 minus 10, then also you'll get 46. Any confusions with this? Close your textbooks, keep it in the bag. No one's textbook on the desk I want, okay? Now, understand this part of contribution thoroughly. Listen carefully. All of you. Why this 325 and 300 is possible? Understand that logic first. I'll give you with your example only, so you'll understand it. Khushbu, how much did you score in maths in 10th standard? $36. And how much did you score in social science in 10th standard? 68. What is your overall percentage in 10th standard? 56. Now listen carefully. 36 in maths, 68 in social science. So will you say 36 plus 68, her overall percentage is 114%? Will you say that? Does it come between 36 and 68 or not?
Yes.
That is the reason here. Students are contributing, teachers little more. Staff is not contributing. So average, this is written in the total column, but it means average. On an average, everyone's contribution is coming between 0 to 325. Because some are not paying also. So like 36, 68, in between somewhere you have 56. 0, 325, in between somewhere you have average of all people's contribution. This is the logic. Understood that? Now continuing further. 80 people contributed 300. No one should be writing it, okay? If I see that, they're the pages. 80 into 300, can I say 24,000 is the total contribution collected from everyone? So it's not 4 rupees per person and total 300. It's 300 per person. So 80 into 300, what is the total contribution collected from everyone? 24,000. Staff did not contribute. So 10 into 0, 0. Any confusion in that? Students 325. So 60 into 325, 1900. Check it up. 60 into 325, 1900. Any confusion with that? Okay. Students contributed 325. So 60 into 325, 1900. Now raise your hand. What would be the amount collected from teachers? Very common sense question I am asking. What would be the contribution collected from teachers? Shamita. 24,000 minus 19,500 we got from students. So the remaining 4,500 is what we have got from teachers. Raise your hand. How would you find the per head contribution of teachers? Shiv? How can you find per head contribution of teachers?
4,500 divided by 10.
Yes, here you are multiplying, so if you go reverse divide, 4,500 you are collecting from 10 teachers. So 4,500 divided by 10, per head you are collecting how much? Are teachers paying little? Pass on your notebook, do it. Are teachers paying little more than the students or not? Any confusion so far? When I give the instructions, follow that strictly in my class. I am not supposed to repeat that again and again. Okay, anyone who is not clear with it? So what happens? Teachers are paying little more than the students. 450 teachers are paying, 325 students are paying, but also staff is not paying anything. So on an average, everyone's contribution is coming to 300. Like 36, 68, average 56. Understood that portion, everyone? So once again, so interesting question or not?
Yes.
You'll repeat it in the homework because it's only one of its kind. There's no similar one in exercise. So you'll repeat this in homework without copying it again. Who to get it thoroughly? Check it everyone. I'm explaining it one more time and if you are not clear, ask it to me, okay? 80 people paying per head 300, so 80 into 300, total amount is 24,000. Now we'll go reverse. Staff is paying nothing, so 10 into 0, 0.
Yes.
Students are paying 60 into 325, 19,500. 24,000 minus 19,500, 4,500 would be the total contribution of teachers. And then here, 4,500 divided by 10 teachers, so per head is fulfilled. Anyone who did not understand this, show this markings that way so that you understand whenever you revise how these figures are working. Here 4,500 divided by 10, everything show that. So all of you are clear with this? You can repeat illustration 22 in homework. Exercise 2.2's last question, fifth question is your homework. Exercise 2.2's last question, fifth question is your homework. Now, homework questions I gave you three, illustration 20, 21 and illustration for one more. Exercise page 63, did I give you any question? No. How many questions did I give in homework? Three only? Okay. Illustration 20, whichever information is not given, you'll take 0. So if anyone is having trouble in that, then it's very simple point. Wherever information is not available, you'll take it as 0. Any confusion with illustration 21?
22.
Illustration 22 you have to repeat in homework. I'm asking illustration 22. Any confusion with exercise 2.2's question 4 in homework? Who are having the doubts in exercise 2.2 question 4? Exercise 2.2 question 4. Okay, be attentive, I am showing its solution. Exercise 2.2 question 4, I am showing the solution. Your next period's homework is illustration 22 and you have to repeat in exercise 2.2's last question, okay? In brief, I am showing it, so be attentive. First of all, attributes are area, gender and experience. Attributes are area, gender and experience. Area, labor area, other area, total. Be attentive. Gender, male, female, total. Experience, inexperience, total. Any confusions? Now, it is given that out of total 1850 women, so, sorry, I think gender is not there. Marital status is there. The whole information is about women only. So married, unmarried and total. Out of total 1850 women in a factory, the whole data is about women only. Out of total 1850 women working in a factory, 549 were residing in labor area. Complete silence. Products. 549 were residing in labor area, so 1301 are residing in other area. 1850 minus 549, 130. Any confusions? Further, out of total married women of labor area, 250 had experience. Out of total married women of labor area, 250 had experience. Okay? And 93 were inexperienced. So 343 are the total. Any doubt in this? 250 plus 93, 343. 549 minus 343, 206. 549 total, 343 married, so 549 minus 343, 206 unmarried. Any doubt in this? Further, the number of experienced and inexperienced women from other area are 87 and 400, so 487. Experience and inexperience from other area. In continuation, when they are saying means they are talking about married only. When in continuation they are saying means they are talking about married only. So 87 plus 400, 487. 337, 493, 830. Okay, total of these three. 1850 minus 830, that will be 1 0, 2, 0. 1850 minus 830, 1, 0, 2, 0. 1, 0, 2, 0 minus 206, 814. 1, 0, 2, 0 minus 206, 814. Try to obtain maximum figures, then only read the next. Then your table will easily get completed. Got it? Further. The total number of inexperienced women was 1336. Here, total number of inexperienced women were 1336. 1850 minus 1336, 514. 1850 minus 1336, 514. Okay. Total number of inexperienced women were 1336, and of them 136 were from the labor area, so 1200 are from the other areas. 1336 minus 136, 1200. 549 minus 136, 430. 1300 minus 1200, 101. Any confusion in this? 549 minus 136, 430. 1301 minus 1200, 101. Further, total experience, married experience, 413 minus 250, 163. 413 minus 250, 163. 206 minus 163, 43. 101 minus 87, 14. 814 minus 14, 800. 177, 843. Understood this? See, we did not read only the remaining information and we got everything. Last paragraph 163 is here, but we already got that. Even without going up till that point, we got extra information as well, which we can find out also. So if you go in this manner in tabulation, you'll never be having any trouble. Try to find maximum figures, then only read the next information. Any trouble in this? Just a minute. Tomorrow you have the test of timings. See, in accounts you'll have theory of chapter 1 also, because we have done all subjective theory. So subjective theory will be there. Further, terms will be included. From second chapter you have 18 marks question of that 7 columns. Serial number, effects, name of account, type of account, rules, debit, credit, amount. Okay, 18 transactions, 18 marks. Got it? Around 30 marks question paper is there. 3 to 4 are there on types of accounts, identification, personal, real or nominal. Rest all is theory from first chapter. Okay, this is the pattern. Tabulation is over. Patience. Monday I am starting with graphs and diagrams. You need to bring either a graph book along with you or loose graph papers, anything you wish. Because think on your own, if you buy graph books, you have to buy 2, one classwork and one homework. Homework will be keeping outside. Around 10 to 12 graphs will do in class, 10 to 12 will be in your homework. So if you buy graph papers, you can make a pile of it, and graph papers, homework, you can submit outside in the pile and you can bring the rest in the class. Anything will do. I don't have any problem with any of the book. Book is better to maintain. So if in case you get graph book of 15-20 pages, then buy 2 such graph books, it's better. And if you don't get such, then buy the loose graph papers. Okay? Bye everyone and best of luck for tomorrow's test. One minute. Are your homeworks there or corrected? Homework will be. And let me go first. No one will step out of the class. Strictly.